Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 11 of class 8th mensuration. Now, see the introduction part. Children, we have learned about various closed plane figures. We also know how to find the perimeter and area of those figures. So, let us recall what is perimeter. If I take an example of this is a rectangle. This is an example of rectangle, and as you can see, rectangle has opposites. Is a closed four-sided figure having opposite sides equal. So this is length, so this is L, this is also L, this is breadth, this is also breadth. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around its boundary. The length of this boundary is called perimeter. And what is area? The region covered by this closed figure is called its area. We found the area and perimeter of various plane figures such as triangles, rectangles, circles, square, etc. We have also learned to find the area of pathways or borders in rectangular shapes in our previous classes. Now in this chapter, we will try to solve problems related to perimeter and area of other closed figures like quadrilateral also. And we will also learn about surface area and volume of solids such as cube, cuboid and cylinder. So basically mensuration covers all the shapes 2D as well as 3D shapes. So mensuration is the perimeter and area of 2D shapes and surface area and volumes of 3D shapes. So we'll be dealing with these topics in this chapter. So let us recall few formulas which you have already learned in your previous class. Perimeter of square, as we know, this is square. Square has all sides equal. So this side, this side, this side, all side equal. So the perimeter is the distance around its boundary. S plus S plus S plus S. It means 4 into S. So perimeter of square is 4 into side. And this area is side into side. Perimeter of rectangle, I have explained you. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. L is equal to L. B is equal to B. So if we add the boundaries, we get L plus L, 2L, and B plus B, 2B. So 2 common. In bracket we will be left with 2 into L plus B. And area of rectangle is L into B. Now coming to circumference of perimeter of circle. So in the case of circle, this is the boundary. This circular portion is the circumference of perimeter of circle. That is equal to 2 pi r, where pi value of pi is 22 by 7 or 3.14, and r is the radius of circle. So this is the radius of circle. And area of circle is the region bounded by this closed figure, that is pi r square. Now coming to parallelogram, parallelogram has, this is height and this is base. So area of parallelogram is base into height, and these are the sides of parallelogram. So sum of all sides, adding the boundary of this, the length of the boundary of this closed figure is called the perimeter of parallelogram. That is sum of all sides, and area of parallelogram is base into height. Parallelogram has also opposite sides equal. So if this is 10, this will also be 10. This is 5, this will also be 5. So these are few formulas which we are going to deal in exercise 11.1. So coming to exercise 11.1, question number 1 is, a square and a rectangular field with measurements as given in the figure have same perimeter. Which field has a larger area? Now you can see these two figures. Here in this figure, this is a square having side 60 meter and this is a rectangle having length 80 meter. So you can see we have to, it is given that perimeter of square is equal to perimeter of rectangle. Now you can see we are given side of square and length of rectangle. To find the perimeter of rectangle, we need breadth also, because perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus V, but we do not have breadth. It means we cannot easily find out the perimeter of rectangle. But yes, we can easily find out the perimeter of square, because side of square is given, and perimeter of square is 4 into side. So it is 4 into 60, which is equal to 240 meter. And this condition is given to us, that perimeter of square is equal to perimeter of rectangle. So out of these two, we can easily find out perimeter of square, which we have already found. That is 240 meter. It means perimeter of rectangle is also 240 meter. And perimeter of rectangle is 2 multiply length plus breadth in bracket is equal to 240. Now we know the length of rectangle 80 meter. So 2 into 80 plus b is equal to 240. Now this 2 is multiplying with this bracket. Either you open the bracket 2 into 80 and 2 into b, or you can directly divide this 2 with 240. You get 120. Then here in left side we get 80 plus b. So 80 will be transposed. So you will get b as 120 minus 80, that is 40 meter. So breadth of rectangle is 40 meter. Now we know the length of rectangle, we know the breadth of rectangle. One more thing we have to find, which figure has more area. So in first case, in figure A, for figure A, this is a square and area of square is side into side, 60 into 60, that is 3600 meter square, and area of rectangle is length into breadth. Length was 80 meter and breadth we have find 40, so its area is 3200 meter square. So this is area of square and this is area of rectangle. So we can see this area is more, it means figure A has more area. Square field has larger area. So this was question number 1. Now coming to question number 2. Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot. So this is the figure. So Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot. Square means its all sides are 25 meter. With the measurement as shown in the figure, she want to construct a house in the middle of the plot. So she want to construct this rectangular house whose length is 20 meter and breadth is 15 meter. In the middle of the plot, a garden is developed around the house. Find the total cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of 55 rupees per meter square. So in this portion, here the dark portion, you can see between this square and rectangle, this portion is the area of garden. So for constructing this garden, developing this garden, how much cost she will get she has to spend, that we have to find. So this is the figure. This is a square plot, 25 by 25 meter, and in between this plot there is a rectangular house 20 by 15 meter. So this area of garden she has to develop. This is the area of garden she needs to develop. So first of all, side of square plot is 25 meter. Now in 7th class you have learned about these figures. When we have two figures and we want to find out this portion area of bigger figure minus area of smaller figure, so we can easily get this area. Here also we'll find area of this square plot and area of this rectangular house, then we'll subtract these two areas, then we can get this area of garden. So side of square plot is 25 meters, so area of square plot is side into side, that is 25 into 25 as 625 meters square. Now length of rectangular house is 20 meter and breadth is 15, so area is L into B, which is 20 into 15, 300 meters square. Now as I have told you to find the area of this path, this in previous class you have done questions on path, area of path. This was considered as area of path, or here in this question it is area of garden. To find area of garden we have to subtract area of rectangular house from area of this square plot. So area of garden is area of square plot minus area of rectangular house. So area of square plot we have already found 625, and here it is 300. 625 minus 300 is 325 meter square. Now cost of developing garden for 1 meter square area is 55 rupees, and cost of developing garden for 325 meter square is 55 into 325, that is rupees 17,875 is the cost of developing the garden. Now coming to question number 3. Question number 3 is this figure. The shape of garden is rectangle in the middle and semicircle at the ends as shown in the diagram. Find the area and perimeter of this garden. You can see this figure clearly from here. Now you can see this is a garden. This is the shape of garden. It is rectangle from the middle and their ends are circular in shape. And this length of this garden is 20 meter, and this diameter of this semicircle, these are two semicircle as the ends of this garden. So the diameter of this semicircles are 7 meter. So diameter of semicircle is 7 meter. We can easily find out radius. As we know in circle, this is the center and this is radius. I'll draw one more line here. This is also R, this is also R. So diameter is double of radius. And if we want to find out radius, diameter is 2r. And if we want to find out radius, radius is diameter upon 2. If we half this diameter, we get the radius, right? The line which joins the center to the circumference of circle is called radius. So this is 7 by 2, 3.5 meter. Now you can see total length of garden. From here you can see this is the, from this point to this point is the total length of garden. If I see this length, this is center of semicircle, radius of semicircle, and this is also radius, which is 3.5. So 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. So from this full length 20 meter, we subtract this 3.5 and 3.5, that is 7. 20 minus 7 is the length of this rectangle. This length is 13 meter. So total length of garden is 20 meter and length of rectangle is 20 minus this radius of semicircle 3.5 and this radius of semicircle 3.5. So if I subtract 7, 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. From this total length, I will get the length of this rectangle. This length, I will get this length, 13 meter. And breadth, as I already know, the diameter of semicircle is also the breadth of rectangle. So this figure, to find its area, we'll divide this figure into 3 areas. So this is figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3. So area of garden is area of figure 1. First we'll find area of this figure, then we'll find area of this figure, then we'll find area of third figure. So area of figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3, we'll add these areas, we get the area of garden. Now as you can see, this is a semicircle. In case of a circle, its area is pi r square. But if I half this circle, means this semicircle, it means I have to divide it with 2. Area of circle divided by 2 will get the area of semicircle. So this is half pi r square plus area of figure 2. As you can see, this figure 2 is a rectangle, and area of figure 2 is, that is area of rectangle is length into breadth. And again area of third figure is a semicircle, and area of semicircle is half pi r square. This is the area of full circle, and area of semicircle is area of full circle divided by 2. If I see, this is area of semicircle, this is area of semicircle. Both these are area of semicircle. One semicircle plus other semicircle makes a full circle, right? Or you can see pi r square by 2 plus pi r square by 2. So if we take the LCM, it becomes pi r square plus pi r square is 2 pi r square divided by 2. So I get the area of circle. Area of 2 semicircle will also be written as area of 1 full circle plus length into breadth, area of rectangle. Now value of pi is 22 by 7. So always take value of pi 22 by 7. If it is stated that use pi 3.14, only then you have to take the value of pi as 3.14. Otherwise value of pi is 22 by 7 into r. R means radius of semicircle. 3.5. Square means 3.5 into 3.5. So I have removed this decimal point. After removing this point, I get 10 in denominator. Then 7 goes at 5 to get 35. 7 divided by 35 divided by 7 is at 5. Then 5 is divisible by 10 at 2. Then 2 divided by, then 22 and 2 are divisible at 11. And 11 into 3.5 we get as 38.5, and 13 sevens are 91. So the sum of these two areas is area of the garden 129.5 meter square. So this is the area of this garden. Now to find its perimeter, we simply have to add the boundaries of this garden. So this boundary is the length 13 meter. This length is also 13 meter. As I told you, length of rectangle is 13 meter. In boundary we are not adding this because these sides are inside the figure. Only boundaries we have to add. So this length plus semicircle perimeter, perimeter of semicircle, plus again this length, plus again this perimeter of semicircle. It means we have two lengths, 2 into length of rectangle and 2 into perimeter of semicircle. Two perimeters of semicircle and 2 lengths of rectangle. So it is 2 into L plus, again in case of circle perimeter is 2 pi r, but in case of semicircle means if we half this circumference we get the perimeter or circumference of semicircle as pi r. So we are having two semicircles, so it becomes 2 pi r, or two semicircle makes one full circle. So perimeter of full circle is 2 pi r. So 2 into length of rectangle is 13, 2 into 13 is 26, and 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 and r is 3.5. After removing decimal we get 10 in the denominator. 7 5s are 35, 5 2s are 10, 2 divided with 2. So we are left with 22 here. So 26 plus 22 makes it 48 meter as the perimeter of garden. Now coming to fourth question. A flooring tile has the shape of a parallelogram whose base is 24 cm and corresponding height is 10 cm. How many such tiles are required to cover a floor of area 1080 meters square? Right. Now the tile. This is a parallelogram shaped tile. This shape tile whose base is 24 and height is 10. So we can easily find out area of parallelogram, or area of one tile is the area of parallelogram, base into height 240 centimeter square. Now area of floor is given 1080 meters square. Now you can see area of tile is in centimeter square and floor area is in meter square. As we know, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. And if I want to find 1 meter square, so I have to multiply 100 into 100. That is 10,000 centimeter square. So to convert meter square into centimeter square, I have to multiply it with 10,000. So 1080 into 10,000 centimeter square, I'll get this area of floor. Now the tiles are to be put on the floor, right? So we have to find how many tiles are required to cover that floor. So number of tiles required is area of the floor, where we have to put those tiles. That area will come in the numerator, and area of one tile which we have to put. The thing which we have to put on the floor is that area will come in denominator. So area of floor is this one divided by area of floor is 240. 0 cut with 0. Then on the table of 2, 24 goes at 12 and 1081,000 goes at 54. 5,40,000. Again 5,40,000 divisible by 12 at 45,000. So number of tiles required are 45,000 tiles are required to cover this much area of floor. So we have completed question number 1 to 4. I hope these questions are clear to all of you. So question number 5 we will cover in the next module. Thank you so much.